dealing with somebody who's going through a separation or a divorce and they haven't completed the cycle yet, or they haven't ended that chapter of their life. Why is the red flags here? What are the red flags? The Page of Wands. Flirty? Page of Wands could be flirty, chatty. Immaturity as well. Page of Wands could be a little sassy. There could be immaturity that's also here. That could be a red flag. Like if there's something, if you respond or you talk, the way that you act or speak is something that's immature, that can be a red flag here too. Or you're somebody who, I don't know, with the Page of Wands, like I said, it could be messages, communication. If you are someone who's very flirty and you talk to a bunch of people, I don't know. I don't know. That could be a red flag. Why is the red flag there? Justice. Justice is about truth, about honesty, fairness. I mean, literally, the Justice card can be a commitment, a marriage. So maybe, I mean, the Page of Wands is also all about exploring, discovering, adventure. Um, Very like Sagittarius energy. Um, so if this person is someone who just feels the need to, or wants the desire to just kind of like be with other people, see other people, date other people, and just have fun and not commit, that could be a thing here too. Like someone who associates relationship and long-term relationship as something that is putting too much pressure on them or too much stress. Okay, that's another thing here. I'm also getting, because justice, like I said, is about honesty. If somebody is not being honest or if there are trust issues here, that can also be a red flag, but literally a marriage, being married. Let's look at this Two of Swords. Why is the Two of Swords here? The King of Swords. Some of you could be dealing with an air sign. Why is the Two of Swords here? The Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, someone is not sure about commitment or not sure about the commitment. The Fool. Someone might be feeling, again, like that need for freedom, to be free. And if you're already committed to this person, there could be a lot that you and this person may have been going through. And that could be that the reason you're detached, they're detached, is because the relationship has kind of taken a turn where you're just feeling distant from the person because someone's under a lot of stress. I mean, you guys could be stressing each other out, you know? Let's look at what this Ten of Wands is. Why is the Ten of Wands here? Eight of Cups and the Queen of Wands. Somebody is thinking about walking away here. Fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Ten of Wands is more kind of like at our, we feel done. We feel tired. We feel drained. We feel exhausted. We feel just, we can't go any further, you know? Someone is thinking about walking away here. I mean, the Eight of Cups is emotional detachment. So somebody could already be emotionally detached. Okay. Like I said, we're doing this reading, for why is there separation in this connection? And it could be, yes, that you guys are separated, like literally broken up, but this can also be separation in that you feel emotionally detached from the person. You feel disconnected. You feel like you're together, but you're not, and this feels like someone is emotionally detached here. There is detachment in this Eight of Cups and also in the Six of Swords. Someone is thinking about walking away, is feeling just so much. There's been so much for some of you, so much to deal with that, yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting here. Okay, let's see what else. Let's pull some oracle here and see, why is there separation in this connection? Why is it separation? Interference. What is the interference? We're going to have to figure that out. Why is there separation in this connection? Apologies. And we have a celebration here. Jealousy. Okay. Somebody have issues with jealous or feeling insecure. Maybe that energy is something that was interfering with your connection. It doesn't necessarily have to be another person. It could be, why is there separation in this connection? Temptation, jealousy over temptation. There can be trust issues here that are interfering in your connection. If you are literally someone who does have trust issues or the person has trust issues, you know, if you're a partner who constantly accuses your person of cheating, or you have trust issues and it causes anxiety and clinginess and stuff like that, and you keep doing it over and over again versus healing yourself so that it doesn't create sabotage in your connection, that can be energy that you're allowing to interfere here. Because this, to me, doesn't feel like this separation is because the universe is making it happen. This looks like separation that's happening to you because of something that you and this person are doing. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, it's not because of divine intervention. There's separation here because there are some there's some conflict here with energy that you're holding on to or taking on, and energy that they might be doing here too. So if there is, yeah, this kind of makes me feel like maybe some of you are worried like this person's going to cheat, or there's jealousy here. Um, if you do and have a tendency to kind of act a certain way because of your jealousy, if you're the one who's jealous, I'll just say, and then you end up sabotaging, and then later you come back and apologize, and it keeps happening over and over again, yeah, someone's going to feel like, you know what, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of doing this, you know? Or if you're the one that's getting accused all the time because they have jealousy issues, you know? Yeah, I'm seeing differences at the bottom. Yeah, so this separation doesn't feel like because, divine intervention is taking place to separate the two of you. This literally looks like there was issues here, a lot of karmic energy happening. Hmm, endings. Why is there separation in this connection? Seclusion, like a person that feels like they needed to be alone. We have surrender. Makes them feel like someone who's just kind of like giving up, letting go. Fairy tale, letting go, surrendering, letting go of the fairy tale, you know? Um, yeah, we have honesty and future at the bottom. Honesty and future. I kind of want to clarify this justice card because justice is about karmic justice. So I do want to. Why is justice here? And it quite literally, if it is a karmic relationship, this could be the end of your story with this person. No, what this kind of feels like a commitment here, a marriage, like this marriage commitment. There's something being over here. This is the King of Pentacles, clarifying that justice card. Why is justice here? Seven of Wands. Yes, very defensive energy. You being defensive, them being defensive. Maybe the truth, you have to be honest, like, does this have a future here? Do we have a future? I want to know what this celebration is here, though. What is the celebration? Page of Pentacles. This is a new beginning. If someone focused on creating a new beginning here, focusing their energy elsewhere. Nine of Wands. Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this could be someone who's kind of closing themselves off emotionally. Five of Wands at the bottom. They may have felt like they went through enough already. Like, I just want to focus on a new beginning here. I'm tired. I'm tired of arguing. I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of us not getting along. The Five of Wands is about differences. It's also jealousy, comparison. Are they comparing you to someone? Are you comparing them to someone? Is it just, let's see, what is the interference here, Spirit? What is the interference? What is the interference here? What is the interference? The Death card. The King of Wands and the Five of Swords. This Five of Swords can be aggressive energy, sabotage. Somebody's sabotaging. Scorpio. A Scorpio could have sabotaged this connection. Or we've got a fire sign here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Or this could be an energy that's interfering here. I mean, death is a need for change, a need for transformation, especially if someone's being aggressive and mean. I mean, if someone's being mean to you, of course, you're going to be like, I don't even want to be around you. It's making me feel distant from you. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this makes me feel like there's separation here because of issues that you and this person actually had here, that are created here. And it kind of looks like allowing past energies to create problems in this connection. Whether it's your past, their past, unhealed traumas and stuff like that, that the two of you end up just creating chaos and fights and arguments and tension and jealousy and trust issues and, you know, anger issues for some of you, anger. Yeah, maybe if you're someone who has a hot temper with red flags here, you know, or if you're someone who's super defensive, because the Seven of Wands here, if you are a very defensive person or they're very defensive, it kind of like this Seven of Wands is kind of like back off, you know? Are they keeping you at a distance? Are they pushing you away? That can also be something here too, but yeah, this is a lot of conflict, differences, changes in the way in your behaviors, both of you, maybe, or maybe it is one-sided. Hmm. Maybe it's a time where both of you have to kind of be honest, like, can you continue like this? Because something has to change here with the death card. Someone needs to change, or somebody needs to get their act together, or the two of you, need to decide, are we going to be loving towards each other? Are we going to keep letting our past keep creating conflict and issues? And we need to be honest with ourselves here. Is there a future here or not? Because this feels like a lot of resistance here. So why is there separation? We have divine feminine. It is said that the left side of the body represents the feminine aspect. Someone is healing their feminine aspect, and that could be both of you, regardless of gender. Gaining power in embracing receptivity, self-nurturing, and bringing peace within. Triggers in feminine wounding will arise in order to strengthen and heal them. Both feminine and masculine energies must be in balance to embrace your full power. Why is there separation in this connection? Trust. Your trust that everything is divinely unfolding will be rewarded when you trust in yourself and your strength to adapt and evolve. You are trusting your innate ability to navigate challenges. You are supported as you build and restore trust in the universe. But like I was saying, I feel like maybe there are issues here surrounding trust. Why is there separation in this connection? Maybe you felt like you couldn't trust them. We have spiritual love. It says, know that the universe loves you inherently. There is no other that can love you more than Spirit, who knows your true essence always. When you seek love outside of yourself, remember that this love is but a reflection of your true state of being. You are love. Human relationships may bring a reflection of love and connection, teamwork, but always remember that love is your birthright and never apart from you. Why is there separation in this connection? Approval. It says one or both parties have a self-worth imbalance and are seeking approval. This can also manifest in people-pleasing energy, seeking to fill a void or find validation in how someone else values us. The only approval you require is your own, and it is wise to learn how to meet your own needs rather than asking others to meet them for you. Take back your power and embrace the possibilities. Okay, so yeah, there definitely looks like there's power struggle here with that Five of Wands. Um, hmm. Okay, is that all we've got? Let's do these last messages. Pile number 1. Why is there separation in this connection? Third party, love triangle, something is interfering, competition, or enemy. So yeah, some of you, it could very well, yes, be an actual person. It could even be a past person. Like, let's just say you get in a relationship with somebody and you're still not over what happened to you with your ex, and you allow what happened in that connection to create issues in this connection. That person doesn't even need to be present. Okay? You're allowing what happened in the past to affect this. So let us sabotage. Because there's a victim mentality here with that Five of Swords. And that could be something that you're going through. I mean, they could even be the person who hasn't healed something from their past, and then they take it out on you. They don't trust you. They're jealous. All these different things that are here. So yeah, take that how it resonates. Why is there separation in this connection? The forbidden fruit. It says desired but dangerous, not socially acceptable. Okay, tempting and alluring. So somebody that could be a situation here. Why is there separation? We have the thorny rose, and it says painful love experiences of fight for love and also worth the troubles. So many of you, yes, you could be really fighting hard for this connection, especially if this is your relationship, your marriage, and we can see here there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. So it could be like Spirit's saying here, both of you might have some self-worth issues and you're healing. You know, the important thing is that you both acknowledge maybe you guys are detached from each other a little bit, especially if this person is your person, and you're detaching because you guys need to heal. You need to work on yourself. But yeah, all of this stuff kind of coming up here, it's created this chaos. Okay. So that is all that I have for you. Pile number 1. I feel like your guidance here is work on yourself, work on your healing. Okay, especially if you're still carrying stuff from your past and they impact your relationships, right? You can't force the other person to do their work, but you can certainly do yours, you know? And if that person is not willing to change, if they are someone you're actively dealing with and they're not wanting to heal and work on themselves and you're wanting to, change and they're not, you have a decision to make. Okay? About whether or not this connection is still something that actually serves you. Okay, so that's all I have for you, Pile 1. I do hope this is helpful, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Hi, Pile 2. I must forgot what Pile this was, too. Here you go. We have Longing with the Selenite. Okay, Pile number 2. We're going to see why is there separation in this connection. Like I said in the intro, for some of you, it could be because, there was some kind of divine intervention that took place. But for others of you, it may literally be, some issues going on between you and this person that caused the separation. So you might already have an idea. It could literally be that there is separation, physical distance. You guys have broken up. You are literally separated. Or you can even be in a relationship with someone and feel separated from them in a sense of emotionally disconnected or detached. Okay, so feel free to take the messages that come through and apply them to whatever your situation is. So let's see pile number 2. Why is there separation in this connection between you and your person? And I'm seeing you chose longing here. So we'll have to see how that fits into your rating. Because longing is about pining over someone, missing them. And that could be the way that you feel over this person or something that they feel. We'll kind of see what energy comes through. Or you could be longing for something. Okay. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Pile number 2. Why is there separation in this connection? Why is there separation in this connection? 3 of Cups. Why is there separation in this connection? Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups. Four of Swords. Wow, what is happening here? 2 of Cups. We have a longing. Why is there separation in this connection? The Devil. Page of Pentacles. Hierophant. And 5 of Swords. Just so you guys know, it might happen, but my husband's going to be coming home from work soon, so you might hear some noise when he comes in. Okay. I'm seeing potentially for some of you, that there is a fear of commitment here. Okay, a fear of commitment. This feels like you're dealing with somebody who is extremely slow moving, especially with the amount of energy that they put into this. Like someone who, I almost feel like there's sabotage here with the Five of Swords. There's the sabotage energy here. Because with the Page of Pentacles, this potentially is like putting in the bare minimum here. Some of you, this could be a person who is your friend. A person who is a friend. And if it is a friendship, someone could have, or you both, I don't know who, someone has romantic feelings here. And there could be fear surrounding coming forward to actually talk about those feelings. I do feel like there is a connection between you and this person. There is an emotional bond. Does not necessarily have to be romantic, okay? Because you could have feelings towards someone and they be a friend and you love them as a friend or they love you as a friend. So it makes me feel that someone here is afraid of commitment, afraid of maybe even for some of you changing the connection from a friendship into something more as romantic. Another energy that I'm seeing here is that it almost kind of makes me feel with the devil energy here and the Three of Cups. There could be some third party energy here. If there is, this person could, if you are dealing with a person who's married or who is already in a committed partnership, you know, obviously this is the reason you're in separation, is because this person might feel stuck. And I hate to say that. I hate to say that someone feels stuck in their relationship. They might feel defeated. They might feel like, I cannot get myself out of this situation. So there could be third party influence that's here. And so there's a lot of longing for one another because the two of you have a connection here. Some of you might be even in a situation where the person has feelings towards you, you have feelings towards them. The connection is moving so slow, it feels like it's not making any progress, and it's because there's so much past energy that's affecting this connection. Okay, is kind of what this feels like. The devil can talk about a lot of fears, insecurities, self-limiting beliefs. That could be holding a person back. We've got Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We've got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer energy. So let's clarify. Some of you could be with a situation where a person is in no contact with you, not taking action. Some of you even dealing with a person who is putting in the bare minimum. Bare minimum. And that could have also been leaving you feeling very defeated too. Like, how come this connection is not progressing here? But it makes me feel like a person who's afraid of investing more, of putting themselves out there, of talking about their feelings. So it could even be leaving someone where they're longing for you. They want to open up their heart. They're just too afraid. And there's a fear of commitment here. Okay, why is the Five of Swords here? The Ten of Wands. Yeah, there's a lot of stress, a lot of feeling very overwhelmed. Burden. Why is the Five of Swords here? The High Priestess. Somebody can also be feeling really intimidated by the other. Yeah, some of you are no contact. Why is the Devil here? Why is the Devil here? Queen of Pentacles. And most definitely be a fear of commitment here. Knight of Wands, yeah. Some of you, this could be like a friends with benefits situation check. And this person is not wanting to commit. They're still wanting to date others. They're still wanting to see others. They're not wanting to commit to you. Why is the Three of Cups here? King of Swords, and we could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Somebody who keeps themselves very closed off emotionally, who doesn't talk about their feelings. The Empress, and we could be dealing with an Aries. Some of you, this might be like a boss, a manager. Okay. Just like pile one, I'm kind of getting that you might even be already in a relationship with this person, married to this person. And if that is the case, okay, and you're literally with this person, they could feel, or it could even be you here too. Someone feels like they're longing for something, and it may not even be the person that they're committed to. It could be someone else, okay? Because I'm getting for some of you, you could be in a marriage and your heart longs for love, for connection, for something more. And if that is the case, you may have given less to your actual commitment, to your connection. So you can become very detached from your partner, or they could be very detached from you. Especially if you're noticing your partner is distant, and it could be that they feel disconnected from you, detached, especially if you guys have been doing a lot of fighting, a lot of arguing. Um, yeah, I'm definitely seeing that here too. Someone doing a lot of thinking, like wanting so much, like imagining, thinking about romance and love, and I want other opportunities, and I feel, because you could even be the person who feels trapped. Like you could feel trapped in a marriage or a commitment, and you're just like, my heart longs for love. Oh, I want this other person, or I want love outside of this situation. This makes me feel there's interference here for sure. Hmm. Someone could be torn between two connections and having to make a choice here. I'm seeing the hangman at the bottom, which could be indecision. Indecision. Okay, why is the horse source here? The moon. There's a lot of doubts, a lot of uncertainty, fears, insecurities. Let's see, pile number 2. Why is there separation in this connection? Indifferent. Someone who's feeling indifferent towards you, or you feeling indifferent towards them, or indifferent towards each other, especially if this person is your partner. You could be feeling indifferent, or they could be feeling indifferent towards you. Okay, so take it how it resonates. Why is there separation in this connection? Heartbreak. Family. Somebody can be going through family stuff, or you could have a family with this person, or they could have a family. Way of surrender. Wounded. Someone's wounded here. Confusion. Feeling confused. We have synchronicity. Reconciliation and commitment. Interesting. For some of you, wow. Interference. Arguments. Emotional. Maybe some of you had to separate, like literally you're separated from someone. Some of you might literally have a family with this person. The two of you could have grown apart. It could have been things you could have had heated conversations, arguments, tension, feeling confused right now. Maybe some of you feeling indifferent towards each other. Someone looks like they're thinking about whether or not to reconcile a commitment here. And I don't know if that is you and them, or if, I don't know. Take it how it fits to your situation. Or if it doesn't resonate at all, just ignore it. But there is an interference here, like I was saying earlier. What is the interference? What is the interference in this connection for Taos 2 spirits? Interference. The star, we have Aquarius energy. What is the interference? With Pisces. Hanged Man. Someone is indecisive. So the two of you are separated because someone is indecisive about something. Someone may have also not sure if they have faith or not in this connection. Or have they lost faith? Why is interference here? Someone's perspective could be off here. Magician. I never pick up this energy, but for some reason... Okay, this isn't going to be for all of you, but if you know, especially if you're in like a situation where there is third-party influence, I'm getting for some of you, and this is going to be super random and not for everyone, okay? This might only be for just one of you. But for some of you, I'm feeling that there is a third-party influence that is trying to do spell work, like magic, to try to manipulate things. Maybe a person's mind, their decisions, third party. I'm just so weird, you guys. I have this deck right here, and I'm just like, look at this. What is this? Phone call. Communication is key. Expression of interest. Maybe this person is influencing their ability to talk to you. Someone has control here. It could be stopping this person from talking to you. This could be somebody who is potentially manipulative. Unexpected lessons in love. Trapped in an unpleasant situation, feeling stuck and cannot escape from it. There's someone better, a new love interest, letting go of the exes. Maybe some of you are still dealing with somebody who's trying to let go of an ex here. Interesting. Yeah, because I never do stuff like that or pick up on or pay attention to it, I will say, because I don't really like all that business with people trying to manipulate stuff with magic and stuff like that. But yeah, some of you might have a person, especially if you know of them, that they do magic and stuff like that. That's not cool. Okay, that would just be confirmation for you. Okay, if it's not, don't force it to fit your situation. But those of you that know that there's something that's up, okay, there's your confirmation. Okay, so pile 2. Why is there separation in this connection? We have listen. And as someone has difficulty truly listening and may only be hearing what they want to hear, listening involves paying attention to words, body language, gut reactions, and subtle energy shift. It's time to slow down and pay close attention to what a person is revealing through their communication or lack thereof. So this might be a message for you, pal, too, directly from spirit, you know, especially when you're watching picker card readings. Are you hearing what you want to hear and you're ignoring the facts of the situation? Okay, this is spirit telling you you're pay attention to this person's words, their body language, what gut reactions you have, and the subtle energy shifts. Okay, it's time to slow down and pay close attention to what this person is revealing through their communication with you or their lack of it. Okay, so why is there separation in this connection? We have forgiveness. It is time to be soft and move forward with gentleness in your heart. Forgiveness of what did not work or was not in your highest interest will set you free. Knowing that another's behavior and choices are a reflection of them. It is time to release the burdens of another's pain. It is no longer yours to carry. Forgiveness will allow you to embrace a new beginning with someone who values and respects you. Wow. We have authentic self, and it says, bravo, you or another party have given yourself permission to be fully in your power. You have released judgment on yourself and the need for approval or permission to be who you are. You have achieved a level of clarity and freedom on who you are. You are revealing your true authentic self. Okay? This almost kind of makes me feel, well, no, because the magician is someone who has power or control here. Why is there separation? Lack of boundaries. It says there is a lack of boundaries which has created a loss of power and fear projections. When there are no boundaries, a power dynamic is created. Boundaries are a safe way to protect one's life force energy and move away from feeling powerless. One more. Divine masculine. And it says, it is said that the right half of your body represents the masculine side. Someone is healing their wounded masculine aspects, gaining power and protection, providing for the self, stability, and strength. Both the feminine and masculine energies must be balanced in order to be full in your power. So it could be you, both of you actually, that could be healing masculine energies or need to heal masculine energies. And that is why Spirit's saying here. We also have imposter here at the bottom. And it says someone is hiding their true self in this situation. Fear of getting hurt or not knowing themselves well enough has someone pretending to be something else. This defense mechanism is an attempt to control how deep a connection can go. There is limitation and lack here. Someone has to find the courage to be vulnerable and authentic. Okay? So let's get some last messages for you, pile number 2. Interesting. So interesting. Okay. Tile 2. Why is there separation in this connection? Oh boy, we've got pregnancy. Hey, getting pregnant, building a family, giving birth to something. So somebody quite literally could be a pregnancy. Or a family. We've got jealousy here, attachment, fear of losing you. That could be an issue. We've got work here, focus on work, working hard and long hours, and love at work. Love at work. I mean, this could be someone that you would work with, but I'm also kind of thinking here, some of you, especially if you're in a relationship with someone already and you're noticing that there is this separation between the two of you, and like I said, emotional detachment or disconnect between you. Someone could be focused on someone else here, you know? Like, let's just say you're married and your spouse works with somebody that they're falling for or have already fallen for, or vice versa. I don't know. I feel like if you have kind of like a suspicion, you know, then that might be your confirmation right there. It could be someone from work or work related. We have heartbreak, breakup, suffering, grieving, unable to move on. Some of you quite literally kind of, yeah, we got toxic here. Not good for you, low vibrational, or a toxic relationship. Um, I mean, this could be somebody that you work with here. Toxic energy, though. Um, some of you might literally be having a hard time letting someone go. Okay, so that is all that I have for you. Pile number 3. I do hope this reading was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Hi, pile 3. So those of you that resonate with the spying card, this is going to be a reading today. So we're finding out, why is there separation in this connection? Some of you may already know the answer. Some of you might not know, why there's separation here. My intention for this reading is that this is something that's helping you with both those of you that are literally in separation with your person. And that could be that you guys had a breakup, or there's something that separated the two of you that way. But also to be used for those of you that literally feel like there is separation from your person when you're in a relationship with them, because we can definitely feel that way, where we feel disconnected from someone. We feel like there's just this energy that's just separating us because, two people have grown apart, or, whatever the case may be. So feel free to apply these messages to however or whatever your situation is, okay, with your person. But we do have spying here, so I don't know. I feel like with the separation here, are you spying on them? Are they spying on you? Are they being spied on? Are you being spied on? I don't know. Someone is, though. Let's see. Why is there separation in this connection? Ace of Swords and the Two of Wands. Well, someone is trying to gain clarity on a choice here. Why is there separation in this connection? Someone is planning, like, which direction to go in, and they're needing clarity. They could also be planning some type of communication here. We'll see. Why is there separation in this connection? You guys might hear my husband. He just got home in the background. So please excuse any noise there. Why is there this little guy gotta cover his little butt? We've got the sun. Why is there separation in this connection? The Hanged Man. Then the moon. Why is there separation in this connection? Five of Swords. Queen of Swords. I knew it. I knew it. I priestess. something here is being kept a secret or was kept a secret. Maybe someone's keeping a decision. I'm seeing the Eight of Cups is at the bottom. The Eight of Cups is withdrawal, detachment, emotional abandonment. So someone has chosen to walk away here and end things. This kind of makes me feel like some of you got ghosted, or like it's someone feels like they've got left alone. They were abandoned here and you don't know why. Is kind of what this feels like. Someone doesn't know why. And I feel like one person here, some of you might have had some type of conflict here with this Five of Swords, conflict with this person, a fight, an argument, tension, aggressive energy. But it almost makes me feel like if you were having that, like there was some type of conflict going on, it almost makes me feel like one person, and this won't be for all of you, but it makes me feel like if that was the case and there was a fight or an argument, that one person kept what their decision was going to be about this connection to themselves and they didn't tell you and just kind of up and left and they're gone and you're like, okay, well, why are we not going to try to work on this? Why are we not going to try to fix this? But it's because in them kind of going within themselves and really tapping into their intuition, their inner knowing could have been telling them, you need to create some boundaries here. Or this could be something, the process that you're going through too, okay? So just kind of understand that energies within the tarot, they can be reversed. Yeah, this makes me feel like there's been some type of conflict here with the Five of Swords. For some of you, this could be involving other people, like a group of people. It could be family members, friends, I don't know. But it makes me feel like someone was keeping something a secret. Or somebody could have had some insecurities here that came out. And when these insecurities were kind of like brought to light here, I don't know, or a secret was coming out into the open, because there looks like very secretive energy here with the High Priestess and the Moon. So some of you could be separated because some type of secret was revealed. And that could have been something that caused a fight. For others of you, I'm seeing that there is some type of differences between you and this person. And like I said, someone is just kind of having this change of perspective here where they're deciding and keeping it a secret though, too. I'm feeling, keeping it a secret and just deciding, yeah, I'm done. I'm done. This is over. And some of you, it's leaving you with no closure, is what I'm getting from this pile. There's no closure. Someone is being left with no closure, doesn't know what the heck is going on. Why did this person leave? Or they could be figuring out, like trying to figure out, like, why did you leave? Like, what's happening here? Why won't you talk? Why won't you communicate? Eight of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Like somebody may have been seeking a new beginning elsewhere, wanting to plant the seed for something else, something new. Somebody could have also been, I don't know, I'm just getting, some of you could have been, the persons could have been hiding a relationship here. Okay, some of you could, the person could have been hiding a relationship and that could have been something they were keeping a secret. That won't be for all of you, but I am getting that here too. Yeah, there feels like there was some type of conflict here. The Five of Swords can also be feelings of resentment that we have towards someone for treating us a certain way. So that could be that they're resentful towards you, you're resentful towards them. Somebody could be very guarded with their heart, not wanting to get hurt, not wanting to deal with drama, not wanting to deal with BS. And if there was a lot of conflict happening in your relationship, it's like someone's intuition is saying, this is over. Like, we're done here. We're done. There's been some type of shift of perspective. Hmm. But it makes me feel like someone's still spying here. Interesting. Okay. I'm seeing Six of Swords. That is detaching, moving on, moving away from you. I mean, you could have moved on from them, but they're also detached. I mean, both of these cards are about detachment and moving on. Moving on from, and maybe if you had a relationship with this person, maybe you guys tried to have in the beginning here and it just didn't work. I'm feeling some of you may have been really hurt. There may have been a lot of trauma here in your past, the way that you've been treated. And I feel like for somebody, this could be part of your shadow that may have also affected this relationship. This is, and I'm feeling this here, this energy here, but I know that this is not for everyone, okay? But I am getting divine feminine, divine masculine energy here. Okay? I'm seeing the feminine, masculine. So some of you, this is your divine counterpart. But there are some issues here, okay? And I feel like it could be that you were healing from things from your past, or they could be healing from things from their past. I don't know why, but for somebody, this kind of feels like people are going through awakenings here. Someone is going through a spiritual awakening. There's a lot of healing here. For some of you, this is a very spiritual connection. Some of you, I feel like the purpose of this connection is really helping you to heal something within yourself. So the Five of Swords is sabotage. Okay? You could have sabotaged, they could have sabotaged. If there was a lot of, like I said, fighting, arguing, aggression, the Six of Swords energy is more trying to remove ourselves away from this. So if there's a lot of this going on in your connection, this person feels, I mean, it might even be you. Someone is feeling that they want to be away from the drama, away from the fighting, away from the conflict. There's been some type of shift of perspective here. Wow. Okay, I'm going to put this back. Okay, why is the mood energy here? So we've got what? Pisces energy here, Leo, lots of Pisces. I don't know. Maybe somebody's got a lot of Pisces energy in their chart. We've got Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, Libra energy here, Aries, and Aries energy. Okay, why is the moon energy here? The Knight of Wands. Why is the moon here? Oh boy. Hey, okay. Some of you, okay. Oh boy. Okay. Some of you, what I'm getting here is that, especially where there was some kind of drama or fight or even involving other people here, with the devil energy and the Knight of Wands, this is a lot of hidden desires, temptation, somebody could be having fears I mean, somebody literally could be that there is a lot of hidden desires that they have here of wanting to go out and date and, pursue other people. But the other thing that I'm seeing here is because the moon can also talk about our insecurities, anxiety. So there could have been trust issues here and this connection for some of you. Like if your greatest fear is that someone's gonna cheat on you, someone is gonna be sneaking off with other partners and stuff like that. That could have very well been something that may have, or it could be that situation where this person was being sneaky and hooking up with you and hiding it. Because like I said, some of you, there is a secret here. They could be keeping you a secret. And if they are keeping you a secret or have a secret desire towards you, you know, maybe there is too much conflict surrounding the two of you guys being together. And I don't know, maybe if it's a challenging situation here. Okay, so take that how it resonates, but that is a lot of sexual energy, a lot of desire and temptation and things like that. And like I said, for some of you, maybe that is like your worst fear is that somebody does that to you, or somebody literally was someone who was keeping your connection a secret. Um, and maybe feeling like they needed maybe it came out into the open, it was illuminated and revealed and brought to light, and there was a conflict surrounding it, and there's been a shift of perspective of, okay, I need to end this, I need to stop this. So that can also be the reason why there's separation here too, is because someone decided, okay, I can't cheat anymore. I can't cheat, darn it. um I don't know, that won't be for all of you, but that's definitely a message that's coming through. Okay, so why is the rose energy here? Two of Cups and Tower. Yep, that's an end to your relationship, an end to your connection, or some type of upheaval, especially if you had like a secret connection with someone and they were already in a relationship. They had to end your situation, okay? And others of you, this is just a breakup. You're separated because there's a breakup here. There's a breakup, there's an ending. Maybe there has been some type of, I mean, the devil is the shadow. So if you have a lot of, maybe anger, some of you anger, some of you might have a temper. The devil energy can sometimes be manipulative, okay? Manipulative, controlling, especially with that Knight of Wands energy. You could be very fiery. We do have Leo energy here. You can have part of your shadow that is aggressive or makes conflict, creates drama. Okay, I'm just going to say it creates drama in a relationship, and this person could have decided no more. Because the Queen of Swords is also about setting boundaries. Okay, why is the Five of Swords here? The Hierophant, yeah. Some of you, there's conflict because, over a commitment. Maybe a person that you're dealing with the Hierophant energy. This could be a teacher or a religious person, priest, pastor. I don't know. Maybe there's sabotage surrounding relationship or commitment for some of you, or there could have literally have been a marriage that was here with the Hierophant, and with the Five of Swords energy here, that could be, a lie that's been exposed here, especially if you were, messing with somebody that was married or committed in a long-term relationship, and That truth was exposed. There is a tower here. That tower is something that happens super unexpected that creates upheaval. So, I mean, somebody could be seen from the perspective of this is we need to stay separate because I mean, you could even be married here, and you could be attracted to this person and they're just like, no, like this is a tower moment waiting to happen. There's too much conflict here. I can't be with you. I can't, talk to you or be with you or, you know, like I said, for some of you, there's suppressed desire that's here. So a person could be super attracted to you, but their perspective is this whole business right here. I feel a connection to you, but when I look at it from my perspective, it's going to cause chaos. Or for some of you, literally, if you've been dealing with somebody who's been married and that came out in the open, that is major, major upheaval. This is sabotaging a marriage or a commitment here. Yeah, so take this how it resonates, but yeah, some of you could have just literally sabotaged your relationship, or they could have sabotaged your relationship if they have their own issues due to your beliefs, because the Hierophant can also be about our beliefs. If we're stuck in a victim mentality, you know, that can also be something that disrupts a connection as well. If we're someone who is emotionally immature. I'm seeing the Page of Cups at the bottom, or we have issues with being vulnerable. We don't like being vulnerable because we're afraid we're going to get hurt, and we can have our guards up or guards up here. Hmm. Interesting. Okay, I don't know. This pile feels like it's all over the place with so much stuff that's going on here. And it was funny because before, when I first looked at this card, before I even started, I already felt the energy. I was like, this pile is going to be chaos. There's some kind of chaotic energy hiding in here. I don't know. Pile three. Okay, so let's see. Why is there separation in this connection? And if there was a bunch of drama happening here, okay, a lot of upheaval and you've had a breakup and stuff like that, then somebody could be trying to gain clarity here, you know? Because not the Hermit, the Hangman is an energy of withdrawal, surrender, um, taking a step back to kind of gain some insight, some enlightenment, awareness, clarity. Why is there separation in this connection? We have fading. So I will say, if you were someone who sabotaged your connection, or if they sabotaged that, you guys could have started to drift apart with the fading here. Why is there separation in this connection? Seer. Admiration. Maybe someone seeking approval here. We have lessons. Why and through separation. Growth. Messages. Maybe the two of you guys need to learn some lessons here, especially if this person is literally your divine counterpart. Then I would say that this is divine intervention that has taken place to separate the two of you, because you guys were not, yeah, I'm seeing unstable as I say that. You guys were not stable. You know, especially, if it is a twin flame person, you know, when you go through something, the twin flame journey, especially for those of you that are on it, it is a divinely guided journey. Your spirit guides, your ancestors, your higher self is all going to chip in to help you, to guide you along your path. So you will receive downloads directly from source to help you to understand where you're at, to gain clarity, to help you to see what was this little cycle you just went through. That's where you have the epiphanies, the realizations that happen to you. And you need to sometimes take a step back outside of the connection to be able to say, okay, what's happening here? What is this cycle that keeps repeating itself? Or what is going on here? So that you can receive messages to help you to grow through these lessons. Okay? And that will be for those of you where you know this person is your counterpart. Okay? Why is there separation in this connection? Heartbreak. Maybe you guys were hurting each other, or it was something that was hurting you, hurting another person. Synchronicity. Synchronicity. Yeah, this makes me feel like the divine had a hand in this for your file. What is their separation? Abandoned. Some of you, this person may have literally abandoned you. A surrender here. Yeah, surrender is kind of just like giving up, especially if you've had conflict with this person, they might just feel like, you know what, I need to just stop and give up. Okay, what else? What else, Spirit? Let's go into these. Yes. Why is there separation in this connection for pile 3? Trust issues. There is unresolved pain that is directly related to trust issues in a partnership. One party or both parties have experienced significant betrayal in the past. This makes me sad. Which has caused them to become defensive and guarded with their heart. I've been there. I know. I'm no pal free. Oh, this pal better not make me cry right now. We're almost done. We're almost done. When we judge and criticize another, we are trying to control either them or an outcome. You guys better not make me cry. To fit how we think someone or something should be. This stems from a competitive energy of wrong or right. Each person has different perspectives. Oh my goodness. Coping methods and defense mechanisms based on their experiences. Release judgment and focus on positive attributes rather than negative ones. Be aware to focus on how to self-improve before trying to change others. Okay? So like if you were in a situation where both of you have trauma from your past relationships, issues going on, right? And you're pointing fingers in a sense of you're doing this wrong and you're doing that wrong, but you're not looking at yourself. Right? We got a lot of shadow here. We got a lot of shadow energy here. Okay? So this is Spirit saying here, release judgment and focus on positive attributes rather than negative ones, and be aware to focus on how to self-improve before you try to change another person. Don't point out all the things that they need to do. They need to work on this. They need to work on that. They need to be better at this. What about you? What about you? What do you have to work on? The shadow is here. It's very present. Let's see. That's what Spirit's wanting you to focus on. So this kind of feels for some of you, especially if this is divine counterpart, like this separation is something that needs to happen so you can shift into that hangman energy and see yourself, the other person. What is the dynamic here? What is this teaching me? What am I learning from this? These are lessons for your growth. Why is there separation in this connection? Lack of boundaries. It could either that you don't have them, you need them, or you don't respect another person's boundaries. It says there is a lack of boundaries which has created a loss of power and fear projections. When there are no boundaries, a power dynamic is created. Boundaries are a safe way to protect one's life force energy and move away from feeling powerless. Why is there separation in this connection? Courage. Is it time to take, or it is time to take action? Courage is needed as you move forward in your dreams of a healthy, reciprocal relationship. It is safe to express yourself and be honest with your desires and needs at this time. Someone will have to make a move in order to get this ball rolling. Be open to receiving and giving love in balanced harmony. Make a move. Okay? Make a move. You, them, maybe someone needs to speak up and say something. How to speak their truth here. We have awakening. You are learning to embrace peace, clarity, and keep your eyes wide open to opportunities. This is a huge milestone for your soul's learning. Yep, look at that. You are now moving away from situations or people that are not in alignment with your energies, and that includes twin flames. Okay? Just because they're your twin doesn't mean you stick around and then you guys are flirting and mistreating each other. They are no exception. How are you going to ascend into your best and highest version of yourself, even if it's not a twin flame? How, with attracting love, with a soulmate? Okay? How can you attract that love if you're not even matching that vibration, that frequency? You can't. You're going to be dealing with not so great relationships if you hold on to a lot of this shadow energy or you haven't brought it into balance. It's not going to get any better. It's not going to improve unless you start with healing yourself. Okay? It says you are learning to embrace peace, clarity, and keep your eyes wide open to opportunities. This is a huge milestone for your soul's learning. You are now moving away from situations or people that are not in alignment with your energies and embracing the flow of universal abundance. This is a second awakening and a grand achievement. Be proud of yourself. So many of you, like I said, there's definitely awakening energy here. There's something very spiritual about this connection. It could be that it is for the purpose of growth, lessons that you're meant to learn here. So let's get your last messages. Pile number 3, why is there separation in this connection? This feels more divinely orchestrated here. We have all around them, can't escape the connection, telepathic experiences, and your love haunts them. Telepathy is something that does happen within the twin flame connection. Okay? Why is there separation in this connection? Ghosting. Abrupt ending, no closure, ending all communication. Maybe this person could have ghosted you. We have happiness here, finding happiness, a happy ending, feeling blessed and grateful. Can't escape the connection. I don't know, maybe for somebody this person felt this connection was too intense and they are deciding to step away here, you know? Why is there separation in this connection? Phone call. An expression of interest, wanting to talk, communication is key. Why is there separation? We have friendship, friend zoned. Friendship before love, building trust and a foundation, and I'm seeing single at the bottom. Maybe this person wants to stay single. We have available, currently no other partner, open to dating. Maybe this person feels happier, you know, I don't like to say that, but that might be the case, you know, especially because they're fighting, arguing, and not getting along. There could be reasons, you know, feeling happier without the drama, the fighting, the arguing. Maybe the person feels happier when they're single. I don't know. You guys know your person better than I do. Maybe the person has friend zoned you, or it's a friendship and they don't want to take it into something more. Okay? So that is all that I have for you. And also, this telepathy is something that is happening on both sides. Okay? Not just one sided. Both sides. You guys can communicate with each other back and forth, okay, with the twin flame connection. Okay, so that is all that I have for you, pile free. I do hope this is helpful for you, and I will see you guys in the next reading.